Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of Sports Harder. We got our 100th episode, which is mind blowing. We got the big 100. And for this special 100th episode, as always, we have me, the host, Maddie Lukewarm Ice. You guys are always used to me, normal. But we got a special co-host guest, my good friend David Short but not long, who has returned and made his presence known to us. And as always, Chris the Gorilla Binder as well.
What's up, guys?
What up?
Hey. Well, I'm glad you guys could all be here for this awesome thing. Tried to get Boo Boo, wasn't able to get him on, but as always, hopefully we can get him sometime in the future. But I'm glad David put some time in his day to join us and be able to talk about all the craziness that's been going on. We have NBA free agency, we have NFL free agency that's still going on, that's still crazy. So a lot of fun stuff to talk about. And then, we don't always get to talk about the perspective of a Cowboys fan. So we'll be able to get David's perspective on how he feels his team has done in free agency. We haven't gotten to talk to him about the Dak deal, different things like that. So we'll get into all of that. We'll cover all that fun stuff. But we'll start off with what's going down. And the most recent thing that just came across our screens was Sammy Watkins getting a deal with the Baltimore Ravens. So he is leaving the Chiefs. He'll go with the Ravens. Looks like it's a 1-year, $6 million deal. So let's start off, since David hasn't been on the show in a while. How do you feel, David, about Sammy going to the Ravens?
It gives Lamar Jackson another weapon to use, but I'm a little worried about the passing game, because are they going to let Lamar Jackson continue to run the way he does, and are they going to let him, throw the ball more? That's the only thing that I'm worried about. Will Sammy Watkins get the touches that he needs?
Yeah, true. He's a good enough wide receiver that he could be a number one for them if he wanted to. I know Hollywood Brown has kind of been their top guy here, in past years. So, Chris, how do you feel about it? And with all these 1-year deals, we kind of didn't get to talk about that too much last time. All these 1-year contracts that are, being signed this year.
Yeah, the 1-year contracts are kind of crazy. They're out of control, but it's mostly because of the drop in the salary cap. So that really hurt teams a lot. So they're like, hey, let's get you in on a 1-year deal. Once salary cap comes back up, we'll get you on a bigger deal. Like, what was it? Anthony Harris being signed to 1 year, $5 million. That's insane. Like, one of the top freaking safeties or corners in the league, like, being signed to $5 million. But now back to Sammy Watkins. I think it's a mistake on Sammy Watkins' side. Like, he's kind of getting up there in age a little bit. He's shown that he's good with, like, the Chiefs as a number 2 option, and I think he's going to realize it once Lamar Jackson starts throwing him the ball, because Lamar Jackson's nowhere near as accurate as Patrick Mahomes. Like, just going to say it. Like, he's not going to get. It's like David said, he's not going to get as many touches. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, their top receiver last year was John Brown, and he got 69 receptions. Like, that's nothing. Mark Andrews, their tight end, got 60 receptions. Like, Lamar Jackson doesn't throw the ball much. Yeah, he does not throw the ball often, and when he does, he's not good at throwing the ball.
Yeah, that's true. I think they'll stick with the run game, like David was saying. They, won't be able to utilize them as well. It's kind of the same thing that Cam Newton with the Patriots. They utilize him more as a runner like Lamar Jackson, but maybe that would have been good with a younger Cam Newton. But Cam Newton getting up there in age now too, not as bright of an idea, I would say. So let's talk about the reason why they signed Sammy Watkins. So they signed him because Willie Snead signed a deal with your Las Vegas Raiders, their gorilla. So Willie Snead now being added in there. I know you weren't as excited about it, but what's how do you feel officially now that we can talk about it on the show?
He's a veteran presence. He's not going to start. I'll tell you that right now.
Really? He's not going to start?
No, he's not an outside receiver. He's a slot receiver.
Ooh.
Who do you think the Raiders are going to start at their slot receiver? It ain't going to be Willie Snead. That's Mr. Third and Renfro that's going to be starting at slot receiver.
Renfro, yeah.
So their outside receivers are going to be John Brown, Henry Ruggs, and Brian Edwards. Like, those are going to be their outside receivers. You're not going to see Willie Snead. Willie Snead will be in there on like the 5 receiver sets, when they have the 5 receiver sets. He's not going to be a starter. He's probably going to get maybe a third of the snaps behind Renfro. But if Renfro gets hurt, we have a good depth there that we can bring Willie Snead in, and like, we're not going to lose a step. Willie Snead, he's good. He's a great veteran presence. And I think all the receivers will learn really well under John Brown and Willie Snead. That we don't have the stupid drama queen Antonio Brown anymore.
What do you think, David, about Willie Snead going to the Raiders?
I kind of have to agree with the gorilla on this one. That is all basically Snead is a slot receiver. And Renfro has proved time again that he is their slot receiver. I mean, just by watching him play last year, and was he a rookie last year or the year before?
Year before.
Year before? Okay, well, still, I mean,
That's true. He's kind of turning into like a Amendola type person, where he can get in there as the slot, like you were saying, and kind of do what's needed on third down. He's their third down guy, really. Like, if you need to get a first down, that's who you go to.
He's the new Wes Welker.
There you go.
The new Wes Welker. Yeah, there you go. I like that comparison. I was going to say Cole Beasley, but no.
Cole Beasley leaving a sour taste in the Cowboys' mouth there. So now I'll get your guys' perspective first, since we're sticking on the wide receiver train, and then I'll kind of give my opinion being a Rams fan. So Deshaun Jackson signing a deal with the Los Angeles Rams. Start with David. How do you feel about the veteran deep threat? Does he still have enough in the tank to help Matthew Stafford out, or what do you think?
If he can stay healthy. That is the key thing, is if he can stay healthy. When he's healthy, he's dangerous. I mean, you saw they keep emphasizing this all over every news article I find. The 81-yard catch last year, week 15 or 16. I think it was against Dallas too, because you know how beat up their secondary is. But no, it's just when he's healthy, he's dangerous. Granted, he's getting older, so he's not as fast as he used to be. But he still has the hands, and a veteran presence like him would benefit the receivers for the Rams and would prove very valuable to Matthew Stafford, which I'm still flabbergasted at that deal, but we'll talk about that later.
All right. Well, while Chris is saying how he feels about it, I'm sending you a new link again, David, to join up on Anchor because it kicked you out. So I sent you a link again. But Chris, about Deshaun Jackson, how you feel? Don't sugarcoat it for me. Lay it on me.
Okay. That was a mistake.
Oh no. Oh, I didn't mean for you to actually do it. I thought I was just being nice by saying that. Like, come on, man.
They got Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. Like, he's 34 years old. When he came into the league, he ran a 4.35 40. He now runs a 4.65 40. There are linemen that run that fast. Like, there's defensive linemen that run that fast. He has lost a step. Yeah, he can juke people pretty well, and he's quick on his toes, but he's nothing like he was when he first came in the league. Remind me again, did they sign him to 1 year or 2 year?
1 year. I think it was 1 year, $6 million.
Yeah, he's 34 years old. He'll be 35 by the end of the season, by the end of the actual league season. He'll be 35. I guarantee, I'm going to call this right now. He's going to play his 1 year with the Rams. He's going to play 9 games. He's going to be injured and miss the other 6 games or whatever, 7 games. Yeah, 7 games. He's going to miss the other 7 games because he's injured. The Rams will make the playoffs. He'll actually play in the playoffs. He'll do all right. And then he's going to go back to Philly and retire.
Oh, okay. I mean, I could definitely see the retiring as a Philly. I mean, that's where he got his start, where he got his big break. Man, I'm really hoping like he can. Obviously he's not going to be as fast. I know that. Like, he's up there in age and with the injuries and stuff like that. The things with staying healthy, I mean, what player doesn't run the risk of staying healthy in the NFL anymore? It's one of those things where it can happen to anyone. I mean, Cooper Kupp is one of our best receivers, and he's been injured for 2 seasons, so you never know. So the injury thing doesn't really bother me as much, just because any player could get injured at any time in the NFL. I'm just hoping more so that he can take the top off of defenses, even if he's drawing that attention and opening up Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp to get open. I don't care if he even really gets the ball that much, as long as he's just creating opportunities for other wide receivers to get open.
Yeah.
I think it would be better too if he did punt returns like he used to when he was young. Get Cooper Kupp out of the way of punt returns, because Cooper Kupp, he was doing the returns, and that makes it where he can be injury prone as well. So it'd be nicer if Deshaun starts doing punt returns and kick returns for us as well. So we'll see. I think it's a low risk, high reward. We gave him 1 year deal. We didn't pay him that much. Like, let's see what happens. Give him Matthew Stafford. Let's hope he can do something with having another weapon. Because I don't know if we're going to get another weapon in the draft or not, but gonna try and see what happens. I think we'll probably go more defense in the draft than offense. So with the little picks that we already have, because we don't have that much. So
you just trade them all.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all are getting me without video because of the whole anchor thing kicking me off. So
alrighty, are you able to get back in? Because you're still not back in for Anchor yet. I can send you the link again.
Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna log into Facebook on my computer and see if this actually works. Log in. Thank you. You don't need to send a link again. I can just go back into my.
Okay, awesome. No problem. Well, while he's getting that set up, we'll start off with talking about trades in the draft. So the big, obviously, the big trade that happened in the NFL today was between the Dolphins and the 49ers. I'm trying to find the exact link to go over all the exact details, because obviously I know the general detail of it.
Dolphins, 49ers, and Eagles were all involved.
Well, I feel like there's like one part, and then there's like the second part, like, because I feel like they did the one trade first, and then that led into the Dolphins trading with the Eagles after that.
Yeah. So what it is Miami traded the number 3 overall pick to San Francisco. They got back the 12 overall pick, a 2022 first round pick, 2022 third round pick, and a 2023 first round pick. So they got 3 first round picks and a third round pick for the number 3 overall. And then Miami turned around and traded the number 12 overall pick that they just got from San Francisco and their 4th round pick and the 2022 first round pick to Philadelphia for the number 6 overall pick and a 5th round pick.
Man.
So they essentially traded out of number 3 and got number 6. But got like another 2023 first round pick involved in that. They got a 5th round pick and they got a 2022 3rd round pick. And then they only gave up the number 3 pick and a 5th round overall pick, or a 4th round overall pick. That's it.
Well, they gave up their first round pick for one of the years that they got. Was it next year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They actually got a 2022 first round pick from San Francisco and then gave that to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So they didn't really lose anything. So for their number 3 pick, they moved from number 3 to number 6 and lost a 4th round pick. And yeah, they lost a 4th round pick and they picked up a 1st round pick, a 5th round pick, and a 3rd round pick.
And you can still get a decent player at number 6 in this draft as well. So
right,
that's not that bad. So I guess since you went over it, I'll kind of give my perspective first. So with this, the 49ers, obviously, in my opinion, that means, hey, we want a quarterback. You go number 3, you give up that many picks, you're looking to get a quarterback. And they've been talking about getting rid of Jimmy G for a long time now. And maybe teams are not interested, and that's the problem. That's the holdup. But they, after trading up to get the number 3 pick, they announced, hey, we're still keeping Jimmy G. We want Jimmy G. So sending kind of mixed signals. I mean, a lot of teams do that, though. When they move up to get a quarterback, they still say they want to keep their quarterback because they don't want their quarterback to be pissed. So, I mean, that David can attest that when he made that bet with me a couple of years ago in the draft, when I said Kyle Murray was going to get picked number 1 by the Cardinals.
Let's not bring that up, please.
The Cardinals, they already had their quarterback that they had picked the year before that. So I think, yeah, exactly. So it's one of those things where, I think Jimmy G's out the door. If I had to predict who they're going to pick a quarterback. So
let's not bring that up again, please. Okay. Let's not. And as you can see, I finally got my video working, but
nice.
I just have to throw out there really quick that Josh Rosen thing. He went from being the starter for Arizona to having Kyler Murray drafted over him to being 3rd round third string in Miami. Like, he went from wasn't he like a number 2 or number 3 overall pick?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's now a 3rd string because he sucks that bad.
Well, I know
he
David
made Matt Leinart
hates.
Look good.
I know David hates this trade, so we'll get into how you feel about it. But like I said, if I had a crystal ball and I was predicting 49ers are going to go QB because it's very QB heavy in this draft, but it seems like almost every year is QB heavy. But how you feel about it, and what route you think the Niners are going to go then?
So me?
First of all, I will reiterate. Worst trade ever. God, as soon as I seen it on the TV while I was at lunch today, I knew that was one of the worst trades ever.
The Dolphins got an A+ for it.
That's because Miami's got nothing to play for right now. But I think the Niners are going to pick quarterback. I really do. They're going to surprise everybody. I just looked at a mock draft right now. They're predicted to pick Justin Fields out of Ohio State.
Oh, he's already shaking his head. No. Oh my gosh.
He's like, nope.
I will lay it right here. They're taking Zach Wilson from BYU.
Ooh.
No, that's bullcrap. Before we started the show, you said they were taking wide receiver. You said they were going to go with Devontae Smith. That's bullcrap.
I know. That's because they're saying they're keeping Jimmy G. If they actually do really keep Jimmy G, that's what'll tell right there is if they're actually really going to keep him. Number 3, they're either going Devontae Smith or Zach Wilson. That's it. Those are the only 2 people that they're going for.
I kind of have to agree with you. And if I had to be a betting man on that, which Matt, no, I'm gonna honestly say probably I see the 49ers realistically going after a receiver. They need receiver help, in my opinion.
If they keep Jimmy G. Like that's going to be the determining factor. But if you think about it, the last good quarterback that came out of BYU, like last great quarterback that came out of BYU, is being compared. Zach Wilson is being compared to him. And he led the 49ers to 2 Super Bowls. Steve Young.
Yep.
Zach Wilson is actually being highly compared to Steve Young, even though they never really played anybody. And they got beat down by Coastal Carolina.
I would have to agree. Like they'll go Zach Wilson because Zach Wilson's draft stock is going up and up every day. He had his pro day today, and he made some good throws. Of course, people can make good throws with no pressure in your face and wearing shirt and t-shirt. So I mean, that's not always the determining factor. Huh?
Did you see his longest pass?
Yeah, the one where he like rolled out.
Yeah, and well, no, they had him do a flat foot pass. They're like, we want to see you do a flat, like you're going to drop and you're going to stand. You're not going to throw into it. You're not going to move your hips. All you do is just arm. We want to see your arm strength. Straight arm, no hips moving whatsoever. He threw it 65 yards.
Good Lord. That's nice.
Damn. That's yeah. That's a little bit of a cannon there.
With his hips, he hit 85.
Madden rating 99 arm strength.
just waiting for that. Yeah. Some of these rookies are probably going to have pretty high Madden ratings. I mean, Devontae Smith.
All right, hold up. I'm going to stop you right there. You know better.
They never do.
No rookie I don't think has ever gone above an 81 in Madden.
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow did. He was at 84.
He's an 84. He's an 84. He's now a 77?
Yeah.
Injury rating just took a tank on that one. So
this is true. So, all right. Well, the Eagles making a trade down, which was kind of surprising, and trading with the Dolphins. Like, are the Eagles just comfortable with mediocrity, or like what's going on with them? Because I mean, obviously they maybe could have tried to get a QB as well, but is Hurts? Is it Hurts? No.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, is he? I guess they going all in with him since they ended with him last season, or getting the number 12 pick. I don't know, really what they're going to go or use with that. Do you think it was a good move by the Eagles to trade down, or the Dolphins basically just taking advantage of having all those picks to dole out?
I honestly don't. I think they're going to stick with Jalen Hurts. They think he's the second coming of Mike Vick, and he's really not. But
yeah,
they're really high on Jalen Hurts. They really are. I could see them going like either running back or even defensive line. Like that's kind of where I see them going with that number 12 pick. I think that's why they were okay with dropping back, is because they don't really need a receiver. They don't really need like any of the high-end quarterbacks, because they're so high on Jalen Hurts. So why not pick up a couple picks and drop back a little bit?
Yeah. What do you think, David? who came out on top after all the trades went down? You think the Dolphins won? Chris is shaking his head. Yeah.
I don't. To be perfectly honest, you know, I don't know what to make of this. Like I am being dead serious. I don't know what to think of this. Once again, I'm going to say it again. Worst trade ever. This beats the Ricky Williams trade. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Because we all know what Mike Ditka did. He basically coughed up every single pick he had for Ricky Williams. He wanted Ricky Williams, and look at where he turned.
2 years.
For 2 years.
For 2 years.
And look
They
what
didn't have a
happened.
pick the next year.
And then look what happened to Ricky Williams. He turned out to be a mediocre running back. I'm not going to say he was one of the worst, but he was a mediocre running back at the end.
Fair enough. Well, to move on then, we won't have it as much time because I know Chris has some stuff to get to too. So we'll make it short. But let's. I want to give David time to give his perspective on the Cowboys, obviously, because one good thing about being on this podcast is you get to talk about your team, and so we want to give a little bit of time for David, especially since he joined us for it.
Hey, I want to throw something out for argument's sake. The Dak Prescott deal was a mistake.
Yeah, no shit. Pardon my language.
Yes, okay.
All right. Here's what I make of this. I'm glad they got the deal done. They gave Dak his 4 years. He wanted 4 years. Okay, that's fine. However, they coughed up all that money, and what they failed to I'm thinking what Dallas failed to realize. 1 second, guys. Sorry, I had to tell the ex-wife her food was here.
No worries.
But I'm glad they got the deal done. However, what they fail to realize is that the salary cap's down, so everybody's playing on a lower salary cap. Who's to say what's going to happen to that salary cap after this year in terms of that deal? Because Dak's going to be hitting 20. He's already hitting 20 mil a year already. It's all the incentives that come with it. However, can Dak rebound from his injury and play like he's worth that money? Because me personally, and I've said this on previous episodes when I was Matt's actual co-host at the time, Dak, sure, he puts up the yards and everything else. He can't get past the playoffs. It's like we make the playoffs, we get dumped in the very first round we're in, whether it's the second round or the wild card. This deal makes my
Romo.
This deal makes my head hurt, and I'm hoping it doesn't cost us in the long run. Yeah, sure, we're slowly turning into the Dallas Falcons right now, thanks to all the Falcon people that we've been picking up in the free agency, mostly defense, but this deal just hurts my head, along with the Zeke deal from a couple years ago.
So where do you guys going in the draft? What do you feel that they're going to do?
Corner or safety is, because all the mock drafts I've been seeing, they're looking at picking up Patrick Surtain II from Alabama as a corner option.
Is that really the pretty pick?
What's that?
We all know. Is that really the pretty pick? Because we all know Jerry Jones goes for pretty pick. Like, he didn't have to get CeeDee Lamb last year.
No, he did not have to get CeeDee Lamb, and actually, that was a good pick for us. We've
Yeah.
actually gotten high praise for that. But however, I hate Jerry Jones making the draft picks. I really do. Let Mike McCarthy make the picks. We might go somewhere. However,
He needs to pull an Al Davis and die.
yeah, I really see us going corner or safety. If we pick any other position, I might as well say I blew $200 on this TV that I've got sitting here in front of me as I put my foot through it for a bad draft pick.
Well, I mean, you should be used to bad draft picks when it comes to, the Cowboys.
Not necessarily. We've gotten some pretty good ones.
Y'all can have Jeff Heath back.
Jeff Heath can go die in a fire.
He's not good.
I don't care. He was a decent safety, but I'm sorry, he's special teams only. He is our new. If he would have stayed with us, he would be our new age Billy Bates. Okay, Billy Bates back in the day, in the Cowboys' heyday, was the premier special teams guy. I mean, he always led the team in tackles and special teams. That's what Jeff Heath was good for. They put him into the starting spot, and I was just like, no, you suck.
Already
starting Eric Harris all year. Oh, terrible.
Terrible.
How many times did I say Eric Harris is not a starter in the NFL? Jeff Heath is the same.
Exactly. My point exactly. Now, if Matt wanted to know my state of the state of the Cowboys right now, 5-11.
Hey,
5-11 and winning the division.
And winning the division,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, winning the division, exactly.
God, last year sucked.
Alrighty. Well, was there anything else in recent free agency for NFL? I don't think there was anything else that I missed on.
I did see something. So the Chargers, they lost Hunter Henry to the Patriots. We all know that. They actually did sign Jared Cook from the Saints to replace him, which I think it's a great signing. Like, yeah, Jared Cook's getting older, but that dude's still reliable. He is still reliable.
That is
I would love to have him on my team again.
Yeah, that is a very smart move by New England to do that. Or was it the Chargers? The Chargers picked him up. Once again, the Chargers, that was a very smart move on their part. New England, they're probably going to go 7-9 this year or something like that. I don't know. But
4-12.
You're saying
Cam Newton.
You're saying 4-12. Gotcha.
They got Cam Newton.
But
he throws every ball into the ground. He doesn't throw up anymore.
True.
It's because Cam Newton's a has-been. Anybody mention the Leonard Fournette did re-sign with Tampa Bay?
Yeah, I think it's like 1 year, $2.8 million or something like that.
Yeah, I am on Spo track right now. It's 3.25 mil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him and Sue both re-signed for 1 year deals. So they're trying to, as Brady put, keep the band together to make another run. So I'm not
now
surprised
they don't have to go through Drew Brees.
What's up?
Now they don't have to go through Drew Brees to win the division.
That's true. I mean, the only problem they're going to have is maybe Aaron Rodgers again, so but that's once playoffs hit, because obviously the Packers can demolish them during the regular season, but not in the playoffs.
Dude, they beat the crap out of the Packers in the regular season.
Did they? I thought the Packers stomped them.
No.
They beat them like 48-14, dude.
Yeah, it was like they beat
them.
It
was bad.
They beat them like scalded dogs, dude.
I guess I'm thinking of the Chiefs then, because the Chiefs beat the Bucks like really bad during the regular season.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then couldn't do anything in the Super Bowl. Alrighty, well, if that's the case, then we can move on to talk about some NBA free agency that's been happening a lot. Of course, the biggest. What's up?
the trade deadline.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest ones that we'll point out, obviously, I want to talk about my Chicago Bulls because they're my team, but let's talk about don't shake your head at me, good sir. The one big trade, obviously, I think that'll have a big impact is Victor Oladipo being traded from the Rockets over to the Heat. And the Heat are also, I don't think they finalized it, but they said that they were in talks of trying to get what's his name? How you say his name from the Spurs,
LaMarcus
LaMarcus
Aldridge.
Aldridge.
He was
yeah.
released the other day, so he is out the door.
Yeah, he bought out yesterday.
Yeah.
So potentially he could go to the Heat then, like they were discussing. So Victor Oladipo going to the Heat, potentially adding Aldridge as well. I think if they would have had Oladipo on the team last year for the finals, they maybe could have taken the Lakers. I feel like Oladipo is one of the top talents in the NBA. So how do you guys feel about the trade? We'll start with Chris. I know Chris said when you messaged me about it, you were just like, didn't they just get him for the Rockets?
Yeah.
You were just like,
yeah, the Rockets just got him it was part of the Harden trade, I thought.
it was, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Rockets got Kelly Olynyk and Avery Bradley, those are good pickups, and then they got a draft pick swap. But I mean, Oladipo stepping in, that's not all the Heat got too. The Heat got somebody else. Nemanja Bjelica. I can't pronounce that dude's name. They got him from the Kings. They got him from the Kings, and I mean, it's just it was really, really, it was a really good pickup for the Heat. They definitely made some good moves for their team. So yeah, I mean, the Heat were in the finals last year. They kind of fell off. Oh, and they got Trevor Ariza as well. Good Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, they dipped their hands pretty hard in this, so and they're doing all right. So I think the Heat will do pretty well. I think it's a good trade for them.
Yeah, what do you think about Oladipo going to the Heat, David, and you losing out on Aldridge?
Aldridge, his stats started going down after a couple years, so I was not surprised that San Antonio was going to get rid of him. But Oladipo going to the Heat just might make them a contender.
Yeah, they could run it back and try to make a run at the finals again, which would make the Bucks
only to
upset.
get stomped by the Clippers.
No, the Jazz are winning it this year.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, that was sarcasm. They're the best team in the league, though.
The Jazz are making a push.
They're a lot better than I thought they would be this year, and they made a couple trades too.
Yeah, the Jazz acquiring guard Matt Thomas from the Raptors for a future second-round pick.
Yeah, which Matt Thomas, he's not a big name. He's never been a big player. He's not a starter for the Raptors, but the dude has a 44% career 3-point percentage. So dude can shoot.
Dude's got ball skills. Yo.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The biggest trade to me that I don't understand why this trade happened was the Clippers dealing Lou Williams to the Hawks for Rajon Rondo.
Rajon Rondo, yeah.
Yeah. Rajon Rondo is old. Lou Williams is sixth man of the year for 5 years running. And all the Clippers get is Rajon Rondo. The Hawks are getting Lou Williams and 2 second-round picks and cash. That does not make sense to me at all.
The Clippers are starting to turn into who was the NFL team that always had the old players?
The Dallas Cowboys.
The Raiders. The Raiders too.
Yeah, I know. that's the perks of having John Gruden as a coach.
Yeah. Like I said, I was almost gonna say, for example, I don't know, Jason Witten.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
I don't know. I don't know.
2 touchdowns.
3.
But he caught 5 passes.
Yeah, right. But I don't know why the Clippers are taking such an old player and then getting rid of, the guy who is, 5 years running the 6th man of the year. Why would you do that?
Who knows what they're thinking?
I mean,
Rajon Rondo has finals experience when he had the big 3. I don't know.
And he
Just
won with the
because-
Lakers.
Yeah.
need I remind you, Rajon Rondo is old as dirt.
I think he's like 37.
35.
Is he 35?
35, but he's been in the league for 14 years.
Because he came in right after LeBron. I know that.
You are not Kobe.
Well, let's talk about, obviously, Chris likes to poo-poo on everything on my team, but with the Bulls, they made a trade with the Orlando Magic for Nikola. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name.
Vucevic.
There you go. So he, I think they say he's like a 6-time All-Star or something like that.
He's actually really damn good.
Yeah. So they pushed and got him to give someone with Zach LaVine and some of the other younger guys. They traded away a lot of their picks that they got from like some of our young guys, and they gave away a lot of draft capital to be able to get him as well. I can't remember exactly how much they gave up. Because it's not.
They gave up 2 first. They gave up 2 first-round picks. I've got like all of the trades up here. So they didn't just get Vucevic, dude. They got Al-Farouq Aminu as well from the Magic. But the Magic get Wendell Carter, Otto Porter, and 2 future first-round picks.
Yeah. So with that, Chris was poo-pooing on my team, saying that we weren't going to make the playoffs this year, but I beg to differ. I think this will help push the Bulls into at least a 7 or an 8 seed. Not saying that's good, but at least we're in the playoffs. With having Zach LaVine and I can never pronounce the other guy's name either. It's like Mukinen or whatever. Like we'll be. I think we'll be able to push our way through and get in a East, conference that's, not that good to begin with. So the West.
Yeah, but
has
you don't want
more
to be 7
dominant
or 8.
teams. Huh?
You don't want to be 7 or 8.
That's why I said I didn't say it was
don't want to
good,
be the
but
bottom.
we would be in.
You don't want to face the Sixers or the Nets. Like, you just don't.
Here's the other thing, though, too, is that aren't they supposed to be doing a fight for 8th place after the season's over with?
What do you mean?
Or was that last year during the COVID season?
I think that was last year. I don't remember them doing that this year. I know they cut the season short this year to 72 instead of 82 games.
Right. I thought there was supposed to be like a new playoff format this year for the NBA season. That could have been just me.
Well, the Magic basically like traded away a lot of their players and
They traded everybody.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Wait. They are doing it this year. The NBA will stage a play-in tournament for teams ranked 7th through 10th in each conference from May 18th to the 21st. The 7th place team will play the 8th seed and earning the 7th seed. The 9th team will play the 10th team.
Earning the 8th seed.
Yeah, the 9th place team will play the 10th place team, with the loser of that game being eliminated from the round. Then the 7th and 8th loser will then play the 9th and 10th winner. The winner of that game will earn the 8th seed, and the loser is eliminated.
That sounds dumb.
That is
Terrible. Hey, you're gonna play like 2 extra games just because you got the 8th seed. You don't actually get the 8th seed. You have to earn it even more, even though you may be 10 games above the 9th seed. You're still screwed.
Yeah. So as of right now, looking at my score app, the Bulls are in 10th place. So therefore, they would be fighting for 8th place. But they would have to go through either Boston or the Pacers to get there.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah,
Hey, the
good luck.
Pacers aren't that good. Give me a break.
Find somebody to fight to stop Domantas Sabonis, dude. It just isn't gonna happen.
You still don't want to play the 76ers at the beginning of the first round.
No.
Well, no,
Or-
obviously not.
Or Milwaukee, for that matter.
Or the Nets.
Or the Nets.
But hey, it's one of those things where I'd rather be in the playoffs. It's making progress. We're at least moving forward little by little. Like, can't just be like doo-doo all over my team when we haven't made the playoffs in how long? Like, come on now.
You haven't made the playoffs since Michael Jordan was there.
No, we made it when we had Jimmy Butler and all of them. We almost made it to the finals that year, but freaking dumbass LeBron James got in the way of all of that. But
And
But
you're
yeah.
Didn't
still,
he lose in the finals?
what's up?
And then didn't he lose in the finals?
yeah.
I think
Lost
they
to the
did, yeah.
Mavericks.
No, they lost to my team,
Who's that?
the Spurs.
Spurs.
Oh,
San Antonio ran them over like a truck hitting a chicken. Okay. There was nothing left.
my team just sucks, so I'm all right with it.
Who's your team again? The Jazz?
No, I'm in Utah, but I'm not a Jazz fan. I'm an OKC fan.
Piss on OKC.
Yep. But I've been a fan of them since they were the Sonics. So
Nah, I'll give you that.
Well,
They should go back to Seattle.
that'd be cool. I mean, Seattle's getting that new hockey team, so why not? But yeah. So
The Seattle Kraken.
the Kraken. So to wrap things up real quick, the only player that didn't get traded that everyone thought would get traded was Kyle Lowry from the Raptors. They end up keeping him. He's going to hit the free agency market. Was it a bad play on the Raptors to not take advantage of trading him now before he hits free agency?
no, I think it shows loyalty to him, and they want to keep him, so they're gonna make a play to give him a bigger contract next year.
I agree. 100% I agree.
Fair enough. They're putting all their eggs in his basket for them. After winning the title a couple of years ago with Kawhi. So, I mean, he was a major factor in winning that when he was there. So, was there anything else major for NBA free agency that I skipped over, I guess? Because there was a lot of stuff that happened, but there was a lot of kind of no-name stuff, going or moving around.
Not really. I've been kind of eyeballing it, but I haven't really seen anything big except for what we've already mentioned.
I know Chris is looking at it now, the last
Yeah.
little bit.
I know. So there was a big 3-team trade where the Sixers ended up getting George Hill, and then the Knicks got Terrence Ferguson, Vincent Poirier, and the Thunder ended up getting Austin Rivers and Tony Bradley. It's not going to help the Thunder do anything, but George Hill is a huge upgrade for the 76ers too.
George Hill can go die in a fire.
He's a solid player. Like, that's the only thing that I really give him is he is definitely a solid player. The dude is money.
San Antonio should have kept him.
Yeah. The Jazz should have kept him when they had him. So, I mean, it's just he's played for almost every single team.
That would be something. Play 60. How many teams are in the NBA? 30.
Yeah.
Play 15 years, start with one team, get traded to another, get cut by that team, sign with another team, and then just keep the trades going. You'll be the first player to play for every single team and be traded 15 times throughout your career.
Trying to pull Fitz magic there, you know.
Mhm.
Right.
playing for each team at least 1 year.
Which that was
Oh,
that was a smart move on Washington's part to pick him up.
here's a trade that happened that'll help. What's his name? Luka Doncic. The Mavericks ended up getting JJ Redick and Nicolo Melli from the Pelicans.
Isn't JJ Redick like 60 years old?
I think he's like 33, 34, but he's that dude. I would not want to see him shooting. Like, he's way too good. Like,
Yeah.
he's 36. But there's a video of him actually like in a gym. It was him and Joe Harris from the Nets, and they're like messing around just shooting 3-pointers until they missed. They got up to like 80. Like, both of them were like 80 plus, and then they just quit. They're like, we're done. My arms are tired. But neither one of them missed. Like, that's how good both of those guys are at shooting 3-pointers.
Gosh. Well, I think you have to get off now, if I'm right, Chris.
Yeah, I always have to get off.
Clever.
Bravo, good sir. Bravo.
Clever. So yeah, we'll just wrap things up. We'll keep it a shorter episode. We kind of started later, so but
yeah, thanks to me, technical difficulty over here.
it's all good. We were having problems too, so it's all good. But you know,
Can I give a score update real quick?
sure.
Caps up 2-0. Backstrom and Ovi.
Telling you, the Caps are making a good push again this year, so we'll see about that.
And apparently Carlson needs to score a goal to start climbing the ladder a little bit more.
That was actually something I wanted to throw out there. Yesterday, did you guys see that Predators forward?
no.
What was his name? Hold on
Joe
a second.
somebody.
Shoot. Oh, Rocco Grimaldi. So Rocco Grimaldi yesterday, and within the first 10 minutes of the game, but an actual play time of 2 minutes and 34 seconds, scored a hat trick.
Oh,
Good
wow.
Lord.
Yeah,
That's
it's
nuts.
like the fastest I've ever heard of that happening. Like, I mean, it's 3 goals, but I mean, I take, who was it? The dude on the Blackhawks that did like 7 points in the second period, like a couple of years ago. That was insane. But yeah, this dude did it in 2 minutes and 34 seconds before it hit 10 minutes in the game.
Gosh, man.
That's insane.
Yeah, that is crazy. Well, you know, we'll try to talk more hockey and stuff like that next week. Once, you know, free agency starts cooling down, we won't be, you know, talking as much about that, but it seems like it's still continuing to sizzle. But we'll keep everyone posted and updated. Chris, you gotta say your normal thing to wrap things up for us.
Earl Thomas, still not signed.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah. Earl Thomas still not signed.
Started out
So
as a Jay Young
Dallas needs to jump on that crap.
No, he's going to be a Raider. Watch. We like the old guys, and we got Gus Bradley. So
that's true. Just get him and Richard Sherman. You guys remake the Legion of Boom. Go from there.
Richard Sherman, give me a break.
It's the cane carrying Legion of Boom, though.
Don't throw it at this direction. As always, we appreciate everyone. We appreciate the listens. Appreciate David for coming on for our 100th episode, rejoining us again. Hopefully we can have you on more often other than just celebrating, certain things.
All you have to do is ask, and I will let you know if I am available or not.
All right,
I mean,
definitely will do.
with me working in the medical transport business, and now also a newly christened volunteer firefighter. Yeah, my week's gonna be kind of screwy.
No worries. Well, we'll definitely keep you updated and let you know to come on. We always appreciate your input, and we appreciate everyone for getting to 100 episodes. It's really cool. Never thought it would get to 100 episodes when I first started it, so it's pretty exciting, pretty cool. Everyone knows all the social media ways to find us. Facebook is the best one. You can always hit us up there and we'll comment, make posts. March Madness updates for next week as well. Still
Virginia
crazy.
lost.
Still just as crazy. So still just as with everything going on. But appreciate you guys, love you guys, and until next week, we'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Later.
Peace.